What's up, guys? This is Michael. Welcome back to the channel. And you know how some of your favorite YouTube channels, your favorite anime YouTube channels like to do waifu lists? Well, I wanted to do the same thing. It's summer and everyone loves to go to the beach with their favorite waifu or best girl, depending on how you want to say it, in anime, right? But instead of doing a waifu list, I decided it's summer. Let's have some fun. So, starting today, I am going to do a weekly waifu. What do we want to call this? A weekly waifu um analyzation? No, I don't know. I'll come up with a name. But retrospect. Let's call it that. All right. So, this is going to be going on for the rest of summer. Okay. And I don't know when I'm going to end it. I don't know if I'm going to end this thing in September or end it near August when all the kids go back to school and, all that nice jazz, right? Okay. But either way, we're starting a new series today. And we're going to talk about waifus from today, and we'll probably do it every Wednesday, all right? Now, here's how it works. So, I've got a waifu in mind. Not only are we going to do waifus, so anime characters, like the best good looking anime characters of all time, but we're also going to do VTubers, and we're also going to do your favorite VTubers as well as mine. So if you have a favorite VTuber or a favorite waifu, comment on this video below. Let me know who your favorite anime, your best girl is, okay? You let me know who your favorite best girl is. I'll cover it right here on the channel. If you want, I'll do the research, look up their bios, look up something on the internet about them, or you tell me what you like about them, and I'll incorporate it into the video, okay? So that's what we're going to do. So to start this series off, we're going to talk about one of my favorite waifus, one of my favorite girls in anime, and this anime, I've already done a video on the channel about this anime before. If you haven't seen it, I can link it in the description below. But we're going to be talking about Vandred, and we're going to be talking about waifu material. We're going to be talking about Maya, okay? So we're going to be talking about Maya today, and why she's one of my favorite waifus. But first, before we do anything else, let's go into Maya's backstory. So let's pop off. Let's do it. Okay, so Maya, if you don't remember the story of Vandred, or even if you do, let me kind of give you this a little bit here, okay? So, Vandred takes place in the far future, of course, okay? Men and women are separated on different planets, okay? You have men that are on Tarok, and you have the women that are on Majer, okay? And basically, like 18 plus, women are with women, men are with men. Okay, you get it? Got it. Good. Okay. So, obviously, Maya comes from the planet Majer, and she comes from this quadrant on Majer, and she is the Vandred, I guess we could say that. The Vandred squadron leader for the Magno Pirates. She is stoic. She doesn't like men. She mostly keeps to herself. And really throughout the whole series, she's strict and she doesn't really smile that much. In fact, there's like a few instances of where she does actually smile. One being where she is babysitting one of the characters named Ezra's baby, named, in the English dub it's Kalua, but in Japanese it's Kaoru. And then also too, in the final battle with the enemy, she kind of smiles when one of her, I guess you would say rivals or something like that, comes to help her out and everything like that. Anyway, but Maya's not necessarily known for smiling or being gentle and stuff like that, right? Now, another thing to know about Maya is she's claustrophobic. She doesn't like celebrating her birthday. In fact, when some of the crew actually try to, and this is in the series, when they try to plan a surprise party for her, like she literally takes off in her dread to avoid the whole occasion and avoid being annoyed. Okay? I mean, now I know what you're thinking based off of everything I told you. Why? Okay. We'll get to that. So bear with me here, guys. Okay? All right. So, it's also worth mentioning too about Maya that she comes from a traumatic childhood. And her trauma basically starts when she's a little girl. And the life support systems in her quadrant on Majero basically fail. Her Oma, which is essentially on Majere, that would be like um, the father mother. Okay, see where this is going here? The father mother basically leaves her and her mother and her fama, which is her mother, and basically abandons them when the life support systems catastrophe happens. Ultimately, her family gets blamed for it, and she takes up underground fighting to make a living and to survive. All that's left to her is her mother's research, a jewelry music box that she was given when she was a little girl, and her A6, which was also given. And so she really kind of resents her upbringing and her childhood, right? Her mother, her fama, basically dies during the catastrophe, when her mother tries to get her on a ship of evacuated escapees, and as her mother puts her on the ship, because everybody's trying to get on the ship. Everybody from this quadrant, from Maya's quadrant, is trying to get aboard this ship. Her mother is essentially like caught in the crowd and trampled, and yeah, that's basically it. The end of that. And it's because of this, like, Maya kind of resents people. She keeps to herself. So that's kind of Maya right there for you guys. That's her kind of in a nutshell. Now, I know what you're thinking. Based off everything I told you, Michael, why would you put her on your best girl list or your waifu list? And honestly, her strength. Now, as the series goes through, as I've stated before, she doesn't really like men. In fact, when Hibiki and Bart and the other one, who I think his name is McDougal, come aboard the ship, she legitimately resents them. Okay? She legitimately, like, keep me away from them. Like, I hate I hate them straight up. Right? Which is the majority of the crew when the three men jump aboard. But, here's the thing. Over the series and over time, Maya comes to respect Hibiki for his bravery, for his honesty, and yes, even though Hibiki Tokai, that's his name, his full name, Hibiki Tokai, even though he's kind of an idiot, but he does have some good qualities, and she sees that in him. And in her own way, Maya also she softens up a little bit, but also she cares about her crew. She is always kind of there when they need some guidance, and essentially she just, I don't know how to explain it, to be fair. I think it's like she's just kind of around I would say she's kind of around when you least expect her to be there, but she's always there to offer a lending support and lending hand once she softens up a bit. Now, yes, she takes some getting used to, and to be fair, I like her because she has light blue hair. I mean, I'm a light haired anime character type of person, okay? Like, I love Saber, not just because she's blonde, but I love light colored haired characters. They're just my absolute favorite. And when I first saw Maya way back in the early 2000s, I was like, yep, thank you. Um, so, not to mention the fact that Maya is curvy in all the right places. She's, come on, you degenerates. I know you're out there. But either way, I love Maya for her strength. I love Maya because, yes, in the beginning she's stoic, but she softens up a bit. And once you learn her backstory, you really feel for her, and you really feel for what she went through. In fact, one thing I want to add is that when Magno discovers her, Maya has all but given up on life. She's all but ready to um, end herself in Minecraft. That's what I'm gonna say. And it's Magno and Gascogne that come to her and say, "Hey, if you're gonna go out, you might as well go out doing something cool." And she ends up joining the Magno Pirates. She ends up joining the gang and works her way up to the ranks to become squadron leader. She's known as leader. She's known as chief. I mean, she's well respected. She's well loved. And Maya deserves to be the first waifu, the first girl that we talk about in this new series. So, with that being said, let me know in the comments below what you think about Maya from the anime Vandred. Does she hit your waifu list or not? Let me know. Also, remember, in the comments, if there's a waifu that you want me to cover on the channel, or you think that you want to talk about, you let me know in the comments below, and I will definitely do the research. I will definitely get the information, and we will cover it right here on this channel. Remember, I know that some people don't like the weekly model, they like the binge model, but hey, I want to bring you guys some awesome content, and I want to talk about some waifus, okay? And some VTubers with you guys. And besides, it's summer, and who doesn't like hot babes? Who doesn't like hot babes, right? But anyway, that's enough of that. So, next week, I think next week in this series, I might cover either another waifu or I might cover a VTuber, okay? So, we'll see. Gotta make up my mind. But, either way, I just wanted to do this new series with you guys. It's summer, it's hot, grab a cool drink, grab your body pillows, grab some and basically honor. This summer, we honor the waifu. We honor the best girl. So, you know the deal. You know the deal. I'm not going to say it again. Okay, I'll say it again. Leave a comment below. You let me know what your waifu is or your best girl in anime. You let me know what it is, and we'll cover it right here on the channel. Okay? Sound fair? Cool. So, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when I make another video. Leave a comment on your way out of the dojo today. And remember, wherever you are, wherever you're doing, go make it an anime day. Stay safe out there. Drink lots of water. And I will see you. Oh, yeah, and be kind to each other in the anime community. Be kind. Be kind. Got some cool stuff coming on the way. But anyway, I'm out of here. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.